Hi, my name is Talia and I'm Neat Method's social media coordinator. I just had my first baby in May and I thought it'd be fun to bring you along and show you what we did to set up that space. Now, the caveat is that me, my husband, and my daughter live in a 1-bedroom, 1.5-bath house, which means that we had to get really creative when setting up that now nursery and primary bedroom shared space. So stay tuned because I'm gonna walk you through exactly what we did to get that space ready, including tips on how to maximize storage in the best possible way. This is your complete guide to organizing a small space nursery. So the first thing that I did was take inventory of the space around us. What would I need to make space for? Outside of the bassinet and the crib and the rocking chair, we needed a home for the dresser and the changing table. Right outside of the bedroom, we had this hallway storage system. The drawers were squeaky and I couldn't open them one-handed. I knew that I needed to be able to open a drawer while holding our daughter, and it just didn't seem possible with the original cabinetry. We have space right inside of our bathroom for a changing table. It was tight and I definitely had to measure, but I eventually decided on a changing table with a cubby system for storage. I worked with a cabinet maker and created a system with different storage types. I wanted deep drawers for clothing, shallow drawers for smaller items, and cabinets for her hanging clothing and bin storage. Once the cabinets were in, it was time to measure. Make sure you note the length, width, and height. Cross-reference that with Neat Method product dimensions before you do any type of space planning. Fast forward to ordering, and 7 boxes later, my Neat order came. The cabinetry came with 5 shelves, and I ended up removing one of them because I wanted to add a tension rod that could be used for her dressier clothing. I also measured the longest piece of clothing that was going to be hung, so I knew where I needed to put the rod. This is a great no-drill solution and can be removed at whatever time point, and it ended up being a perfect fit with room to grow as she gets bigger. For the upper shelves, I planned for bins to keep additional categories corralled. I used the Oxford bin in stone throughout my daughter's spaces. Lesser used categories should be stored up high, so for that would be her keepsakes and seasonal clothing. I then added 4 more Oxford bins to the cabinet. Categories included too big, too small, stuffed animals, and toys. Because we had the tension rod, I used Neat's everyday hangers in size 0 to 7. The top drawer of our cabinet fits our everyday organizers, which also match our hangers, so I got to continue that cohesiveness throughout the space. I added some drawer dividers for the following drawers to hold a boundary between each row, and then what's great about these is that they can be moved around depending on each item's width, and they can grow with her as she ages. The shallow drawers hold her burp cloths and bibs, while the bottom drawers hold her sleep sacks, onesies, and footies, as well as blankets and sheets. For the changing table, I used more Oxford bins to hold her diapering items, including wipes, creams, and changing pads. I used Neat's label holder sets, which make it super easy to attach to any bin, and we can update these labels whenever we need to. Because these bins hold items for both diaper changes and bathing, that means we never have to leave the area. They're super easy to slide and look great throughout the house. When she eventually grows out of this furniture, we can always update the labels for toys or books. That's everything that we did to get our nursery space set up. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions and tell us what space you want to see next.